Hey everyone, Connie here with the announcement for the next poll series on the channel. So, if you watch the Cuphead reactions, you would know that this past one, just from yesterday, was the final. Um, and it's mostly because the series was just not good, in my opinion. It wasn't entertaining, it wasn't funny, and I just wasn't enjoying it. I'm not one of those people who are like just hating on it just because it's not like the game. I didn't, like I said when I went into it, I didn't expect it to be just like the game. I expected there to be plenty of differences, but it wasn't even fun to watch. I just wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't liking anything about it, pretty much. There were only two episodes out of the six that I watched that I liked. And that's not a good ratio. When I'm not liking almost every episode, that's not a good sign. I got to halfway through the series season, whatever you want to call it, and I can't go further. um, and it sucks because the first episode gave such a good first impression that it's shocking that it became so weak, in my opinion. And if you like the series, as always, that's completely fine and I support that. It's just I personally don't. It's not for me. The worst part is that these poll series are supposed to be for shows that I kind of already think that I'm going to like. That's how I'm deciding what to put on these polls. There's shows that I already have a good feeling about. But the problem is that's not always entirely accurate. Just because I have a good feeling about it doesn't mean I'm actually going to like it. There's plenty of shows that I ended up disliking or even just growing apathetic towards that I figured I was going to like a lot more. Such as basically Young Justice post season 2. Honestly, just everything after season 2 of Young Justice just really made me apathetic towards this series. Um, it just completely fell off, in my opinion. But either way, um, I am really interested, really excited to see what we get to next and how that ends up going. So, this is your official announcement that the next poll is in the community tab of the channel. You can go there right now. There will also be a link in the description if you need it. And you can vote on the poll between our three choices. Two of the choices return from last time, that being Tiger and Bunny and Treese. But we have one new choice to replace the slot that Cuphead was in before, and that is Hellbound. So let me give a brief overview of all three, just in case you weren't here for the last poll and may not know any of them. Just a brief overview from what I know of them. I'm not going to be looking up any spoiler information. So, Tiger and Bunny is a superhero series that deals with the commercialization of superheroes. Um, it's it's actually, like, from what I've heard, pretty popular, but it never really got that mainstream success. I've seen a little bit of it, and I would go over that more um, if when we get to that. But I'm not 100% blind on it, but I've also seen very little, so I'm not like completely knowledgeable either. um, then we have Hellbound. Hellbound is the new one on the poll, and Hellbound is the one out of these that I don't know if I know about. You know what I mean? because I don't know if what I know about it is true. I've heard I heard about the series from one source, and then I saw it like listed on Netflix on their website, and I'm just like, I think I know what this is supposed to be. So I think it's supposed to be. I think it's South Korean first of all, and I think it's supposed to be a demon invasion series, like demons invading Earth. In this case, Korea, South Korea. I don't know how accurate that is though, because I heard it again basically from one source, and I don't even entirely remember what that source was at this point. Um, but when I did hear about it, it got me interested, and so I knew I was going to eventually check it out one way or the other. It's just, again, I don't know how much of what I know is accurate and to what degree. And that kind of gets me a little more interested if you think about it. So then we have Treese. Treese is the one know the least about. I know pretty much nothing about it. I think it's anime inspired. I don't think it's an actual anime. It's anime inspired with its design and everything. I think the lead is a female. I think it has a female lead character. But otherwise, I don't really know much of anything about it. Um, I do know it got some attention when it came out because I did see people talking about it. But I could not tell you anything about it, really. I've never seen a trailer or anything, so it from the listing on Netflix, from the images it uses, it does look interesting though. And it seems like it could be up my alley. Um, and hopefully, it would be if it's chosen. So, yeah, all you got to do to vote is to go to the poll, which again is in the community tab of the channel, and vote. It's as simple as that. It is, at this point, the most recent post in there. Um, and I will say that the voting will probably go till midweek because I obviously am going to need to record an episode for this next Sunday. So the voting will probably go till midweek, probably Wednesday. So please vote quickly. Um, and just as a reminder as well, these poll shows, this is just a way to get people on the channel a little more involved, especially for those who aren't able or willing to pay for the donation rewards. This way, you get to have a voice as well. It's just a good way to allow people who can't do that or don't want to do that for whatever reason to have their voice heard in a way. To be able to choose something that I'm reacting to. And just like any show on the channel, it might work, it might not. um, but I have a good feeling about these three currently on the list. So, thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank you all so much for voting. For now, I'm Connie, and yeah, I'm signing off. See y'all next time.